I'm going to show a video on subtracting fractions with regrouping with mixed numbers. So here is the standard 5.NFA1, which this means fractions, and the 5 means 5th grade. So I'm going to show regrouping fractions with a model, because we start with pictorial representations before we go into the equations itself. So let's start with 4 2/3 minus 1 3/4. So I can draw a model of 4 2/3. So that would be 4 holes. And 2/3 of another hole. We want to draw them as accurately as we can. And we're going to subtract 1 3/4. So I like to draw the model of the part that I'm subtracting. Draw it over here. Okay, 3/4. So I noticed that 4 and 3 are not the same denominator, so I have to find a common denominator. And we have talked about there are a few strategies that we can use. We can use a strategy called the quick common denominator, which is where we can multiply the denominators together. And if we do that, our common denominator is 12. We can also use the LCM, or the least common multiple strategy. That's where I take both denominators and I list some of their multiples. And I'm looking for the smallest number they both have in common. So the smallest number 3 and 4 have in common is 12. So the common denominator must be a number that both denominators are factors of. So my common denominator is 12. So that means that my model needs to be cut into the same amount of pieces. So if I look at my 2/3, I need to figure out how many 12ths are equivalent to 2/3. So I could cut my model into 12ths to find my equivalent fraction. So I have 3 columns here. So to create 12ths, I know 3 times 4 is 12. So I have 3 columns. I can create 4 rows. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 12ths is equivalent to 2/3. So I have 4 holes and 8 12ths. 3/4, I have 4 columns. I just need 3 rows. 3, 6, 9. 9 12ths. So this is the amount I'm going to subtract. So I need to subtract 1 whole and 9 12ths. Well, here's 8 12ths, so I could mark those out. But I need to subtract 1 more 12th, but I don't have enough. So I have 3 other holes that I need to utilize to help me subtract. So I can go to the next hole and trade in or regroup. And what I would need to do is cut up this hole into the same amount of equal pieces, which are 12ths. And we know that 1 whole, the numerator and the denominator are the same number. So I have 12 12ths. So over here I subtracted 8 12ths. I need to subtract 9 12ths, so I just need to get rid of 1 more 12th. And what is remaining is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 12ths, and I have 2 holes remaining. So my answer is 2 11 12ths. I can also look at it this way. If I've traded in for 12 12ths, I already had 8 12ths. So 12 12ths and the 8/12 gave me a total of 20/12. And I'm subtracting 9/12, I would get 11/12 that way as well. So this is a pictorial model of subtracting mixed numbers with regrouping.